Good morning. Welcome to the Heart of Longmont. I am so glad that you are here. I feel like, when it was in school and it'd be a nice day, you'd go outside and have class. Don't you feel like we should do that today? I think we should just scrap everything and go outside. Okay, maybe not. After you can go out.
Give us grace to see more clearly. You are God and we are not.
So there's all these stories, and then we have you seen one of these? This is kind of a kid's Bible. So there's stories in here. God shares some of God's stories in the Bible, right? But what I want you to think about today when you're thinking about stories in general is that God is with us, not just in the Bible, but God is with us in these kinds of stories, in all of the stories that happen on your phone, hopefully not on your phones. You don't have a phone, do you? Anybody? Whew! I could have messed that up. And any written stories that we share, it's so important to write our stories down. And I think that for all of you, you should write some stories down and share them with your kids and grandkids.
Because of this, since the day we heard about you, we haven't stopped praying for you and asking for you to be filled with the knowledge of God, God's will with wisdom and spiritual understanding. We are praying this so that you can live lives that are worthy of the Lord and pleasing to God in every way by producing fruit in every good works and growing in the knowledge of God. So, brothers and sisters, because of God's mercies, I encourage you to present your bodies as a living sacrifice that is holy and pleasing to God. This is your appropriate priestly service. Don't be conformed to the patterns of this world, but be transforming by renewing of your minds so that you can figure out what God's will is, what is good and pleasing and mature.
Discerning God's will and God's plan, I believe, it isn't about looking in the clouds and looking for PC and trying to determine what that means. It's not prescripted. See, I believe the story of my life is being written in partnership with me and God. I've been given the resources to live a life that really is life. And as I make my way through the world, through my years, it's in partnership. It's this book, if you will, called The Story of My Life. Yours is being written as well. And the authors are God and me. And when I open it, I find blank pages each day, not pages filled with pre-written expectations, but blank pages offering opportunity. God's will for your life? You and God get to write this book together. And so it's waking up every day and saying, here I am, Lord, please use me and guide me and lead me. Help me to see what I need today, to see each one in front of me, the opportunities to serve you. And every day is another day in your book. And the great story of your life that you are writing with God. I love that idea. So pay attention to what you find joy in, and then pay attention to the needs around you, and somehow God's will show up. Wonder about the will of God? Remember, God's love never gives up on you. That God has taught us and showed us the way, the truth, in the life. That God says that there are blessings and curses, there are life and death. Choose life. And when you make your way back to the world, I promise you, if you pray 3 times, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, you'll be swimming in the will of God. Go today in peace and love, and never forget that God's love is with you. Amen.